Fort Evans Archery of Inwood has just received a new allocation of best-selling 2026 bows, including the Matthews Archery Arc offered in a 30 and a 34-inch axle-to-axle, the Hoyt RX-10 and RX-10 Ultra Carbon Fiber Riser bows in 30 and 33-inch axle-to-axle, also available in the AX3 aluminum riser bow and the entry-level Enduro model, and Elite Archery's Varos 32-inch axle-to-axle aluminum riser bow and the new Axis Ultra Lightweight Carbon Riser bow. And we have several 2025s on closeout at up to $300 off. FortEvansArchery.com.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti.
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
It's time for Shepherd Rams basketball on WRNR TV and the PSAC Digital Network.
Paul with the lob to favor Okigwa.
Kicks it out to Turner. Open three is good. Shepherd takes the lead.
Now let's go live from the Butcher Athletic Center in beautiful Shepherdstown, West Virginia for tonight's contest. And let's go Rams.
Welcome back to the Butcher Athletic Center as we are about 7 minutes away from the men's game between Shepherd and Gannon, as we just saw Gannon women's team take care of business here against the Rams. Pre-game show brought to you by the W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater networking, audio, video, distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit them online at whmsystems.com. Gannon comes into today's contest 5-1 overall. Shepherd 3-3 overall, and currently riding a 3-game losing streak, Dylan.
Yeah, you know, some of that is just the team that you happen to play in the order. Yeah, maybe 3 easier games leading into 3 harder games. But we saw Virginia Union come in here on Wednesday and really give the Rams some problems when it comes to scoring points. And obviously they played a weird, unorthodox style of defense, let's call it, where with their zone defense and a lot of full court pressure that not every team is going to give you. But Gannon coming in here tonight poses a whole different kind of threat, because Gannon is the defending PSAC champions. They came in here to this building and beat this team, the Shepherd Rams, in the PSAC championship game last season, and it was on the back of a fantastic freshman, Pace Prosser, who has now opened himself up this year as a sophomore as the leading scorer on this team at over 16 points a game. to go along with over 4 assists a game. So, and this is a team that loves putting the ball in the basket. 98 points a game and giving up just 79. This is
You good? I will take over here once you want to get back to your point there, Dylan.
The powerhouse. I was one word away.
But yeah,
yeah.
I'll let you finish. Sorry,
bronchitis. We're just getting over it. We're getting there.
Wasn't sure if it was that or if it was your hot dog that you tried to scarf down here in between the game.
Like Tim Robinson getting it stuck in my throat in the meeting. Okay, no, but over 4 players that average double-digit points here for Gannon. Like I said, they put the ball in the basket at a fantastic rate, almost 100 points a game, and they're giving up just 79 per game. So this team gave everybody in the PSAC problems last year. This year looks like it's going to be no different.
Let's step aside, take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll continue with more of a brief pregame show here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Gannon at Surf Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? LawPBM.com.
We welcome you back here 2 minutes away from the pregame warm-ups concluding for Gannon and Shepherd as we are just about ready for the men's contest of today's doubleheader. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me, Dylan Bishop, Ethan Elliott, and Tyler Strine is our camera crew today. And back in the studio is Kyler High, who you'll hear from at halftime with some scores from around the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. But Dylan, let's now get our keys of the game brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. They're revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy your next vehicle online. They'll come and deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll even come and take it back. Website is fordofhagerstown.com.
For me, I think the key for Gannon will be keeping Shepherd off of the three-point line, or at the very least keeping them away from getting open threes, because I think this is a Shepherd team that if you keep them from getting hot from behind the arc, you have a nice shot at beating them, because it's a team that can struggle in that area. And for Shepherd, I think partially that's going to be something that they need to do. A key on their end is finding a way to get those open threes, but they're going to have to win the turnover battle against a team that loves to put up a lot of points, and they're going to have to be very disciplined on defense, because this is a team that's going to put a lot of pressure on you. Who do you have that's going to match up with Pace Prosser? Is it going to be Marcus Banks? What is that going to mean for Banks on the offensive end, where he's been the leading scorer so far this year? They're putting a lot of weight on him. Can Colby White, the true freshman, step up here tonight? to try to take some of that load off of Marcus Banks on the offensive end.
Yeah, hopefully we can see Colby White pick things up offensively after a rough go-around in Wednesday's loss here for the Rams, the first game that we had for you for Shepherd on TV 10 against Virginia Union, who is a team kind of with that similar style to what we're going to see here from Gannon, just that fast, up-paced tempo where they're trying to force a lot of turnovers. And on Wednesday, that wasn't an issue really for Shepherd. It was kind of just a mix of everything else that really led to the loss, Dylan.
Yeah, it just felt like the style that Virginia Union played with that 3-2 zone made it really tough for Shepherd's guards to find open shots. And they had to really find space, getting it into the elbows and the corners, which made it really difficult for anybody other than Brody Davis to really get to the spots that they're most comfortable in.
All right, let's now get to our starting lineups, brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team of Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for home in the tri-state area? Call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-262-4222 or visit them online at www.modernrealtyresults.com. The starting five for the Gannon Golden Knights: you have number 1, Mackenzie Morgan; number 4, Victor Desmond; number 12, Lane Sarver; number 22, Pace Prosser; and number 34, Lucas Morgan. It's your starting five for the Gannon Golden Knights. Now your starters here for your Shepherd Rams: you have number 2, Marcus Banks; number 5, Favor Okigwe as well; number 15, Brody Davis; number 22, Colby White; and rounding out the starting five for Shepherd is number 25, Colton Hartman. So that is your starting five here today for both teams. I just want to now have our opening tip brought to you by your local full-service archery pro shop, Fort Evans Archery of Inwood. Call them at 304-229-7064 or visit them online at fortevans.com. Shepherd in the home whites, Gannon in the maroon and gold.
I am excited to continue to see Pace Prosser on what he can be. You're only a sophomore in the PSAC championship game here at Shepherd last season, which ended the Rams season. Prosser came into the Butcher Center and scored 29 points and 10 rebounds. He was 5 for 8 from 3.
Okigwe and Desmond ready for the jump ball, and it is won by Shepherd. And immediately Gannon bringing the full court press, but backing it out now as Banks with the ball for the Rams. Passing it over to the right here, and a screen now for White. White drives the right side. Layup no good as Desmond with the good defense and grabs the board. Gannon now working quickly. Transition three, no good. But an offensive rebound to keep things alive for the Golden Knights, and now a deflection and nearly a steal, but Gannon keeps it. Thought about another three, this time with Sarver, and he's going to give it up over to the right wing for Pace Prosser. His three too strong, but another offensive board by Lucas Morgan, and he gets the first basket of the game.
Shepherd is going to struggle with a lot of teams this year when it comes to rebounding, because they're just not a very tall team.
Yeah, we didn't really bring up Lucas Morgan there in the pregame show, but already with 2 rebounds, he leads the team for Gannon with 6, and is also the second leading scorer for Gannon with just over 15 points per game. He's not really a big either. He's only 6'4", Dylan.
It's the Morgan brothers out here, both from guess where? Australia. The Gannon to Australia pipeline is
Shepherd now with the lead as Colby White knocks it down from the top of the key.
The pipeline is strong. That is.
You know, those direct flights, obviously, from Australia to Erie, Pennsylvania. So Kigwe tried to get the block, but Pace Prosser with the layup.
And McKenzie and Lucas Morgan coming in from Sydney, Australia, both transferring in, one from West Texas A&M, the other from St. Cloud State.
Hartman wide open down low, and that's how you break a press. Hartman now slowing down Desmond as he gets the pass back. Hartman going straight up strongly, and great defense there as he gets the rebound. Now almost lost it, but from behind he gets help from Banks, who's weaving through traffic and bringing it down the floor now for Shepherd.
Gannon is pretty small out there. We'll see how Hartman can take advantage. We're seeing good defense from him already.
And Hartman gives it up here for Okigwe, who drives it in, has the space, puts up the shot just a little bit too strong off the back of the iron. Now transition for Gannon as it's Morgan, as they swing it around the arc now and give it to Prosser. Down low, Okigwe trying to fight against Morgan, but Morgan wins the battle and gets the and one opportunity.
It's Lucas Morgan, who won the year, is shooting 58% from the floor. Incredibly efficient inside scorer to go along with those 6 rebounds. You saw him just overpower Okigwe.
I have 3 subs here for Gannon. The free throw rattles through, and now comes in a 4th sub. So that's something you'll see here from Gannon a lot too, with the up-tempo full-court press they like to bring. They'll keep their guys fresh. The inbound goes just in front of midcourt. Davis brings it down, still in the backcourt, as White brings it across.
So Gannon went to the bench with Precious Adiru very quickly, their tallest player, 6'10", 240.
White, layup too strong. Davis, put back no good. But it stays here after it goes out of bounds.
You can already tell that Colby White looks more comfortable facing this type of defense versus what Virginia Union was throwing at them. More traditional man-to-man.
Davis for Okigwe, now Hartman. Hartman nearly lost his dribble as Adiru with the deflection. Now it's Banks with the ball. Against Adiru, and the mismatch there for Banks. And there's those friendly rims that you were talking about in the women's game. They must have switched them out when we weren't looking.
And you like to see that from Marcus Banks, more of a scoring threat from him. He needs to. He's been the leading scorer so far this year.
Banks breaks the press. Now out in space, weaving through traffic. We'll stop at the right wing and set up the offense. Gets a screen from Hartman. Now has Adiru on him again. We'll see if he attacks him or not. He does. Trying to get positioning. The step back fade away is good by Marcus Banks. Back-to-back buckets for Banks on these possessions. And now Shepherd with the 9-7 lead.
The Banks is just a heady player. He can get that mismatch. He knows the type of moves he should make against a bigger player. Twice in a row gets the mid-range jumper.
Callaway giving it over for Sakasi. Now they kick it out to Idearu, top of the key 3, strong off the back of the iron, but Prosser with the rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line now after being fouled on the putback attempt.
Somebody else has got to get in better with a better box out there and get to that ball before Prosser can.
Now we'll have our media timeout here with 15:43 left in the first half. Step aside and take a 1-minute break and then be back with more Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Robbie, you're still here at the Valley Mall? I thought the Black Friday rush was over. Oh, the Floor Pools Holiday Pop-Up Store is still going strong? So you're telling me there's still amazing savings on hot tubs, saunas, swim spas, and cold plunges? All in stock and ready to go? Wow, you really did empty the warehouse into the mall. I can see it. Wall-to-wall wellness. You're right. This is the perfect time to bring home a little relaxation for the holidays. A hot tub for cozy nights, a sauna to melt the stress, a swim spa for year-round activity, or a cold plunge for recovery. All right, I get it, Robbie. These savings are the real deal. You've got to see it to believe it at the Floor Pools Holiday Pop-Up Store at the Valley Mall. The tubs are hot, the saunas are hotter, and the prices, well, they're so good they'll make your Christmas list blush.
Floor Pools, helping you bring comfort, calm, and a little holiday magic to your backyard. Visit our holiday pop-up store at the Valley Mall, where holiday wellness and huge savings come together. But don't wait. When they're gone, and your backyard will be the one left out in the cold.
We welcome you back here out of the media timeout. First half is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301 in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-263-3361, as well as Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online at FordHagerstown.com. As first free throw, no good by Prosser.
You can tell that Gannon had to retool coming out from last year, losing Ernest Shelton and Justin DeBuck, among others. Tasman Goodrick, guys who were big-time contributors last year. And you see the Morgans have come in and filled in a lot of that.
Inbound looked like it was going to get intercepted, but Wardlaw able to high point it, and now it's White on the other end over for Banks across the timeline. Now we see Hoffman into the rotation here for Shepherd. Trying to add more height, but Banks with a little bit of a head fake. Kept the ball low and somehow still got that one to fall, as it looked like it was going to be near disaster. As I said, he had the ball down below his waist, and with those bigs down there, that is not always the best idea. But in the end, Banks is able to get the and one opportunity, Dylan.
We've seen pretty clear progression from Marcus Banks year to year now as a junior. Like you said, he's taken on more of the scoring load, and you can see moves like that. He's just a smart player, and this early into the game, I don't think we were expecting to see any minutes from the true freshman from Hedgesville High School, Xavier Kirk.
Yeah, he checks in for Banks after he made the free throw.
And then they go right at him.
Lets Sakasi blow right by him with an easy layup, and that's going to be a turnover as it went off the leg of Wardlaw on the inbounds. Gannon with the baseline inbound now here after the Shepherd turnover. In the right corner with the ball here. Trying to evade is Sakasi. Goes down low. Shot. No good, but getting his own rebound is Desmond, and tries to go up strongly the second time around and will be fouled.
Foul on Davis for Shepherd. Coach Namlick doesn't like that call, but it's 2 free throws for Gannon. And you got to get the offensive rebound, or get the defensive rebound, prevent the offensive one. Hoffman down low, and he's going to have to fight. Prevent second chance points for Gannon. Or in this case, a trip to the free throw line after a board.
And he misses both. Rebound for Shepherd. Hoffman giving it now to Wardlaw. Now they throw it down on the other end. Hoffman has it. Good back to Wardlaw. He's going to reset the offense here for Shepherd. Wardlaw behind the back, now in the paint. Kicking it out. Kirk, wide open three, and it's good by the true freshman. Now in defense, he picks it up, and that has Sarver now pass it around the key. Sakasi with it at the top. Guarded by White. Now over. Step around. Sarver around the rim and in, and responds with a three for Gannon. Davis throwing it in for Wardlaw. Down low now for Hoffman. Hoffman gets trapped, trying to find Wardlaw, and the pass deflected and now stolen by Sakasi. I'll slow it down and allow the rest of his team to come along with him. Morgan thinks about the three, guarded closely by Davis. Now wants the ISO, nearly lost his dribble, so he has to pick it up, passing it to the free throw line, and now Gannon slows things down here. Sakasi off the screen. It's double teamed to Wardlaw with the hand in his face, and a shot no good, rebounded by Davis.
Coach Namlick's teams are always going to play good defense. Kick the ball.
White has his pass, kicked away from the intended target by Sakasi, but that does allow Gannon to set up the full court press here again.
Yeah, you like the effort on that side of the ball for that side of the court for the Rams so far. They want to play at a slower pace. And that might just end up dictating who wins this game, is who lets the game play out the way that they want it to. Whose pace are we playing at, Gannon's or Shepard's?
Kigwe sees Banks cutting in, now kicking it out to Kirk. Catch and shoot three, and this time it's no good. And quick transition here. Euro step, layup, easily through by Sarver, and we are tied. Banks breaks the press, going coast to coast. Head fake, drew the contact, no foul called, as that shot kind of just got poked free when the contact was made from Lucas Morgan.
Oh, Xavier Kirk was cutting wide open to the lane.
Yeah, but Hartman was turned around, wasn't looking. Wardlaw shot off the front of the iron, no good. Lucas Morgan over now for Sarver. Three-pointer, no good. Kirk with the rebound.
And that last offensive possession is where you're missing Chase Parr on the offensive end with his passing ability from the center position. So Hartman can develop that as his career goes on.
Banks. Kirk now running the offense. Giving it out at the top for Hartman. Back for Banks. Likes the match here with Morgan. And a whistle away from the ball, it looks like, down low. I think Desmond was getting too handsy with Hartman.
Hartman at 6'11", 255, a junior from St. Maria Goretti. Really his first extended action in the rotation coming this season. He's had to step in right away as the starting center.
Banks inbounds it for White. They swing it for Okigwe, now Hartman. Hand it to Wardlaw, who thought about the long three, you could see. Now will pull up, and it's good. Shepard grabs the lead back. Quickly back the other way goes Gannon. Lucas Morgan off the side of the backboard. And it's out of bounds. Shepard basketball.
These Shepard guards are not ones that are going to take a lot of off-the-dribble three-pointers, and that I think is what might limit them a little bit offensively, but that's a great shot there from Wardlaw.
Now we'll have the under-12 media timeout. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with more Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Calling all parade lovers, Main Street Martinsburg's annual Christmas parade is back. We'll be marching down Queen Street on Tuesday, December 9th at 6:30 p.m. Downtown will be shining bright with large floats, marching bands, and even Santa himself will be making an appearance. So make your reservations for your favorite restaurant now and secure your watch spot along Queen Street. We can't wait to see you there. For more details, visit mainstreetmartinsburg.com. This message was made possible by the Martinsburg-Berkeley County CVB.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows. Whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Athletic Center. Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference hoop action between Gannon and Shepard. Right now, Shepard with a three-point advantage. Wardlaw gets the inbound, still in the backcourt. Shepard trying to break this full-court press. They haven't had too many issues here today with that. No violations or anything yet. Banks splits the D, but didn't have a good look at the basket, so now they'll reset. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. White over for Banks. Banks looks up, realizes it. He's going to have to put up a fadeaway jumper. It goes off the rim, and now we'll get an over-the-back foul called against Okigwe.
You see Gannon showing hard on the, or hedging hard, I guess you could say, on these pick and rolls, where the roll man's defender is coming out in front of the ball handler, trying to stop his path, so that he can't even really start the pick and roll.
Prosser gave it over here for Idearu. Back to Prosser in the paint. Sees Idearu coming in with him and dishes it over for the easy two.
That's just great ball movement.
Now we're going to get a foul here as Banks got knocked over by Lane Sarver.
That'll be a third team foul against Gannon.
His first. Shepard has 4 team fouls to add to that. It's Davis off the inbound, gets it. Now Wardlaw over for White. White drives in. We'll just continue to go through the lane and give it over for Banks. Banks. It's triple teamed as Hartman hands it to Wardlaw. Gannon defensively right now locking down Shepard, not giving him any good looks. Hartman, though, saw the mismatch and took it.
Yeah, Hartman's got to be able to take advantage of mismatches like that, if nothing else, even if your offensive game isn't much.
Yeah, 6'11 against 6'4.
Right, and Idearu was on White in that possession, too. They got to be able to take advantage of a mismatch like that as well on the other side.
Shepard had the breakaway, but the pass deflected, and now Gannon with the steal. Prosser. Step back 3, short. And we get a foul called as White got whacked after grabbing the rebound.
It's Idearu with his second foul.
Gannon goes back to the hockey-style line shift here of substitutions. Shepard wants to counter with Kirk. It looks like they'll allow that here before the inbound.
Gannon is not that big of a team, especially when you get Idearu out off the floor. A 5-second call?
I think, yeah, I thought maybe Davis called a timeout before that, but looks like you were correct on a 5-second call. Now the inbound. Quick passing here for Gannon. It's Prosser. And he gets in. Layup no good and almost got a putback dunk, and now we're going to get a foul called on Shepard.
So with Idearu checking out, Carter Wamsley is checked in, a 6'7", 220 freshman from York, PA. That's a pretty big difference between 6'10", 240 that was just in the game and is now on the bench with foul trouble.
Free throw no good, as that has been a big struggle here early on for Gannon. Now 2 of 6 from the free throw line. As Wardlaw checks out and Banks checks back in.
Shepard has only shot 1 free throw, so they're getting the advantage in the side of attempts.
Second one rolls around and is good. Back to a 2-point game now. Kirk. Cross for White. Wide open 3. No good.
Got to hit your open threes.
Prosser for Sakasi. Left side layup. No good. Rebounded by White. White looks down. Good dish, but a rejection by Desmond. As Hoffman thought he had the easy bucket and didn't see Desmond swatting it from behind. And now we get a foul on the opposite end as Kirk was trying to grab a board and got plowed through.
Man, not converting that fast break is tough. But that's great defense, great pursuit by Victor Desmond to chase that one down.
Now both teams with 5 team fouls here. Davis inbounds, Banks. He was falling down. Did they say he got nudged? And it looks like they will as Mackenzie Morgan picks up the foul. The 6th team foul now for Gannon. Shepherd almost in the bonus.
The officials are busy here today. It's already both teams within 1 or 2 fouls of the bonus with 9 minutes to go in the half.
Davis looking for somebody to inbound to and finds Wardlaw. Wardlaw in the backcourt, guarded closely by Prosser, able to just get across midcourt. Davis, give it over here for Hoffman. Wardlaw comes over and will now have it. Pulls up quickly for 3, and it's good by Wardlaw. Now a 5-point lead for Shepherd. Gannon tries to respond with another 3, and they do, as that's Wamsley.
Pace picking up.
White deciding to slow it down.
You got to really be pleased with Elwin Wardlaw. That 3-pointer he hit on the last possession. Just a sophomore. And he was a great contributor last year, and if he's added a bit more of a 3-pointer to his game, he's going to be dangerous.
Banks, left elbow, head fake, puts up the floater, no good. Davis, though, has it fall into his lap, and he kisses it off the glass.
Good follow.
Shepherd now 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Wide open 3, though, for Gannon again. No good. And we have a foul. Who will it be against? It looks like they're saying it was against Colby White, who pushed off to grab that rebound. We get a media timeout here. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with more Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in a minute.
Calling all parade lovers, Main Street Martinsburg's annual Christmas parade is back. We'll be marching down Queen Street on Tuesday, December 9th at 6:30 p.m. Downtown will be shining bright with large floats, marching bands, and even Santa himself will be making an appearance. So make your reservations for your favorite restaurant now and secure your watch spot along Queen Street. We can't wait to see you there. For more details, visit mainstreetmartinsburg.com. This message was made possible by the Martinsburg-Berkeley County CVB.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows. Whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
We welcome you back here as our first half is also brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving the area since 1880, as well as Parsons Ford of Martinsburg at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. 4-point lead for Shepherd here so far in this first half against Gannon. Inbound to Sakasi. And they'll pass it over for Sarver. Back to Sakasi at the top of the key, guarded by Davis. They give it over to Sarver. Catch and shoot 3. Good. Now it's a 1-point ball game. Okigwe inbounds to Davis, who immediately goes down low for Hoffman. As that pass now deflects out of bounds. And will stay Shepherd possession.
The Shepherd has done a pretty good job against this full court press so far, and you would hope so with a lot of the best players on this team being these ball handling guards. They have lived up to that so far. Almost a 5-second violation.
Lobs the inbound pass in for Davis, who now gives it over for Hoffman. Kirk. It's a screen. Drive the left side, layup, no good. Okigwe, though, with the offensive board. Put back, no good. And this time Kirk with the offensive rebound, but it's on the floor, and he has to just dribble out of trouble, and they reset the offense. Great job there by the two of them.
Yeah, that was a little iffy there at first, but got out of it, and here's a nice pull-up jumper, but off the
Left
mark.
short by Wardlaw, and now we're going to get a foul called as Davis with the reach-in. And that'll send Gannon to the free throw line.
So here you go, 7 minutes left in the half. Somebody enters the bonus. Gannon's the first one.
And so Wayne Sarver, the 6'6" senior from New Madison, Ohio, goes to the free throw line.
I think that drive on the miss from Xavier Kirk was just an instance of a true freshman doing a little too much while he's out there. Just, you got to take your time, pick your spots to try to be the guy to score as a true freshman, especially with this many guards on the team that can do it for you.
Davis had a wide open look for three and decided not to take it. Shepherd really wants to slow down the tempo here.
Or that, yep.
Banks.
Oh.
Miscommunication there with Okigwe. Now transition three. Good again. This time it's Mackenzie Morgan, and Gannon takes the lead.
And that is the sharpshooter on this team, shooting almost 42% or 43% from three.
Davis. Three-pointer no good. Another offensive rebound, though, by Okigwe, and a foul. Okigwe goes to the free throw line now with the tie ball game, trying to give Shepherd the lead back.
Okigwe has been really good in the role that he has been made to play for Shepherd here. On the season, the leading rebounder on the team, 8.3 a game, and has not shot efficiently from the field, but...
Free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, Davis, layup is good.
Oh, Brody Davis, a couple offensive rebounds he's pulled down. Nice hustle from him on the offensive glass.
See with Desmond, three-pointer, no good. This time it's Banks with the rebound, and we're going to get a reach-in foul. I believe it might be Pace Prosser, the guilty party.
Sending Marcus Banks to the free throw line, which you've been able to say a lot of this season. He's been shooting 10 free throws a game, just over. 62 in 6 games played so far for Shepherd.
Prosser picks up his second free throw, and just wanted to double check. This is only the second free throw of the day here for Shepherd. Banks free throw, no good. But an offensive rebound off the deflection over for Banks. Now Kirk with the three, too strong. And the board grabbed now by Gannon. Quickly back the other way, it's Prosser. And he just lost control. Ooh. Shepherd going to get caught with a foul there.
I do think that's the right call. I think it was Wardlaw that hit the hand. They're going to call it on Banks. Somebody hit the forearm of Prosser there.
Gotcha. Prosser now at the free throw line. Free throws have been tough here for both sides. Prosser, though, knocks this one down. So now, as a team, Gannon, 4 of 10.
Yeah, they've had opportunities, and that's part of why Shepherd is still. But they had the lead, and obviously not anymore after those 2 free throws. But they're still in this. They can keep this up, get a few more better shots on the offensive end.
Yeah. Tied up here at now 29 all. So Wardlaw wants the motion here. Goes away from the ball screen. Goes away from it again as he saw the lane open but lost the ball. It goes off his leg and out of bounds. Can see Hartman saying, screen's here for you if you want it. Wardlaw just shoot it away, and now a half-court pass quickly across, and the Callaway three, no good.
A 4-guard lineup out here with Xavier Kirk, Brody Davis, Marcus Banks, and Elwin Wardlaw, and along with center Hartman.
Banks. Layup, no good, but from behind, contact made by Victor Desmond, and that'll send Banks to the free throw line.
And going back to that previous possession, it was really good defense from Jaden Callaway for Gannon. And it is a legit strategy at times in the pick and roll game to sometimes reject the screen because of your defender overcompensating, deciding, okay, I'm going to go around this screen, and once I do that, boom, my guy's going back the other way, not actually taking the screen. But it was good discipline by Callaway to keep that possibility in mind and keep his defender in front of him, keep his man in front of him.
Banks made the first free throw, giving Shepherd the lead back. Second free throw, good as well. Prosser inbounds it for Desmond, who quickly sends it down court now, and Gannon in attack mode. Sakasi shot no good, ball tipped around and snagged by Banks.
Gannon has had some legit trouble here trying to find reliable offense in this half. Shepherd has had some of the same issues, but for Gannon, you don't expect that from them in a lot of games.
Banks trying to show off the handles. Reverse layup, no good.
Got to finish that.
Ball, though, on the floor, and Shepherd comes away with it. Brand new shot clock as well here because of that. Wardlaw, right side, gets fouled. No shot, but you're at the bonus anyway, so he'll have the 1-and-1 opportunity at the line now for Wardlaw.
Well, that's the 10th foul. That's the third on.
Sorry, I
Desmond.
looked up at the board too early and saw the 9. Thought they had already put it up there, so it is the double bonus here. Thank you, Dylan.
And you can see Gannon is switching a lot of these screens, if not doing the hard hedge, if nothing else. They are switching a lot of them as well, so that's part of the calculus that you have to do here in the pick and roll game.
Free throw, no good.
And Wardlaw needs to make the freebies. He hasn't shot a lot of free throws this year. This is he only had shot 5 on the season in the first 6 games coming into this one. Makes the second though.
Prosser picks up his dribble, throws it near side. Posting up down low, Lucas Morgan in the paint, guarded by Davis, just gets it around him.
Morgan, despite only being 6'4", has been really good in the paint this year, so it created a lot of mismatches, more than likely, for him to get down low on some smaller players.
Yeah, I know he's only listed at 6'4", but you look at his wingspan, that's definitely above 6'4".
Very long arms. Yep.
Hoffman tries to hand it to Banks. It got deflected, though, as he's able to gather it now after the fact. Head fake. Tried to force the contact, didn't get it, and the shot no good. Sakasi looks behind as Prosser, who now drives in. Wanted to kick it out, has nobody there, and will slow it down with Lucas Morgan. Sakasi down low for Lucas Morgan, and he has the layup off the glass and in, and Gannon takes the lead back. Wardlaw almost dribbled it off his foot again, but is able to keep possession and slow things down here for Shepherd.
And you can feel the game sort of speeding up almost unconsciously for Shepherd, and that's what Gannon is looking to have happen.
Wardlaw, mid-range jumper, too strong off the iron, and the rebound grabbed by Sakasi.
That's the type
Lucas
of shot.
Morgan into the corner.
Gannon.
3, Mackenzie Morgan, no good.
That type of shot from Wardlaw is what Gannon wants Shepherd to take. So you got to be smarter with your possessions here.
Sakasi against Davis, layup no good. Lucas Morgan with the offensive board and puts it back up strongly. Timeout Shepherd as it's now 35-32. Gannon with the lead here with 2:13 left in the half. We'll step aside and take just a 30-second break here for the Shepherd timeout, and then we'll be back here on WRNR TV and TV 10.
Nothing goes better with football than chicken. From Pee Wee to the big boys to the wing T formation. Oh my, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Omaha!
Rock's local market.
Welcome back here as timeouts are brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them today at 304-901-4777 or visit the Cody's Auto Body Facebook page. Colin McLaughlin here, Dylan Bishop alongside me. Ethan Elliott, Tyler Strine, our camera crew. Back at the studio is Kyler High, who will have some scores from around the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference for you at halftime. Been a solid first half on both sides. And right now it is Gannon with a 3-point lead.
We haven't mentioned that Dowda Traore is not dressed for this game. I think that's him on the end of the bench.
I believe so.
Street clothes. Injury, I guess. But that's a bigger player for Shepherd that they don't have here tonight.
Pace Prosser blows by all the defenders. Goes up and lays it in.
It's your freshman of the year last year. Now the best player on a great team.
Brody Davis. Double team, so he gives it to Wardlaw as he will pass it over for Banks. The middle eight, Dylan. Big part of the game, and right now it's Gannon's. Pass deflected by Prosser, and now he gets fouled by Okigwe.
And you could just see the rebounding when Shepherd doesn't have Okigwe in the game, and now he picks up that third foul and immediately has to come back out after they just checked him in because of those rebounding issues. Okigwe in foul trouble, no Traore. You're just leaving it off to Hartman and Hoffman at your center spots, guys that are very tall, but they are a little bit slower than some of these other smaller guys, and sometimes get out-positioned as a result. So the rebounding has not been great. Brody Davis is the second leading rebounder on this team.
Prosser made both free throws. Now Wardlaw is going to be fouled as from behind Lucas Morgan was kind of just tugging on him, trying to slow him down in transition.
So now both teams are going to hit double-digit free throw attempts for this half.
Lucas Morgan for the Golden Knights. First personal.
Wardlaw make these free throws, though. Hasn't been his best day from the free throw line.
And the difference really right now, as Wardlaw does make the first free throw, is just the turnover battle. Because Shepherd's losing it 7-1. Gannon has only turned the ball over one time. If you look at everything else, like shooting percentage, rebounds, it's all been pretty close, other than Shepherd just shooting a better percentage from three. Both teams have made the same amount, though.
And to add to your point for those turnovers, all seven are steals for Gannon. So that goes out of bounds, last touched by Precious Idearu.
Like, field goal percentage right now is almost identical. And after that miss, it changes a little bit, and Shepherd's actually shooting better, 41.4 to 40. And both teams have made 4 threes. Gannon has taken 5 more, so it's a big differential in percentage, 50 versus 30.8.
Got another violation on Shepherd. Kasi. It's around the screen, has space. Layup good, as he just got past Wardlaw because of that screen.
Slowly but surely, it feels like Gannon is figuring out ways to get by and score points.
Banks down low. Shot, though, blown by Hoffman. Idearu, transition layup too strong.
Gotta hit that.
Davis for Banks. Banks decides to keep it. Davis, 3, way off the mark.
I don't like that. Davis, that's one of those things where I haven't gotten a lot of shots
Morgan,
today.
it was poked away. Hoffman didn't see it right next to him. Wide open 3, no good. Offensive rebound, that is good, and Gannon just dominating here. Coach Namalik furious right now.
I didn't see what the call there that he wanted was.
I don't either, but we had a technical foul called.
I'm not surprised. Namlik very animated right now.
Just like this, it is a 9-point lead for Gannon.
Yeah, I mean, it's on the offensive rebounds, the turnovers, like the shooting selection from Shepherd right now is not great. And I'm sure a lot of that frustration is also what is coming out from Namlik here. But it does feel like pretty physical defense is coming from both sides here. And there has been times where it feels like they're letting them play versus sometimes we're getting a lot of calls, but that's not to say one way or the other whether.
Prosser makes both free throws on the Tech. So now it's a 45-34 Gannon lead.
It's not to say one way or the other whether Namlik is justified to be upset, because I can't say I've noticed the officiating, and that's usually a good sign.
There have been a lot of fouls, though.
Yes, I've noticed a lot of whistles. But
Wardlaw. Step back three, off the front of the rim, no good. And rebounded by Callaway. At the horn, the three, around the rim, no good. It is halftime. Gannon pulling away at the end of the half. We'll see how the teams look coming out after this 2-minute break in the halftime show. Again, our score at the half, Gannon 45, Shepherd 34. Back with more after 2 minutes here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Calling all parade lovers, Main Street Martinsburg's annual Christmas parade is back. We'll be marching down Queen Street on Tuesday, December 9th at 6:30 p.m. Downtown will be shining bright with large floats, marching bands, and even Santa himself will be making an appearance. So make your reservations for your favorite restaurant now and secure your watch spot along Queen Street. We can't wait to see you there. For more details, visit mainstreetmartinsburg.com. This message was made possible by the Martinsburg-Berkeley County CVB.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. We have been challenged to sell 20 new and used vehicles each and every day for the rest of the year. This means you save thousands. Hagerstown Ford is the largest Ford store on the I-81 corridor, ranked among the top dealerships in the country in sales volume and customer satisfaction. If you are even thinking about buying a new car, now is the time. Visit HagerstownFord.com and choose your new ride, and we will bring it to you. You will sign all the documents from your phone and skip that awful finance process that consumes your entire day in the dealership. Let's recap. Hagerstown Ford must sell 20 vehicles a day. You will sign all the documents from your phone on your time. We will bring your new ride to you, and you're done. It's that easy. If you don't like it, return it. Our return policy is better than Walmart, and our buying experience is better than Amazon. And you save thousands. Hagerstown Ford is the #1 Ford store from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C., from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland. Now, we want to be the #1 Ford store in the nation.
Hagerstown Ford, right off Interstate 81, across from the Valley Mall.
We welcome you back here on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and the PSAC Digital Network. At the half, it is Gannon leading by 11, 45-34 over your Shepherd University Rams. Halftime brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Dylan, Shepherd was competitive, had the lead for a good chunk of this first half as well, but in that final 4 minutes or so of the first half, Gannon just flipped that switch and has taken over this ball game here.
Yeah, it was pretty late in the half. And, Shepherd, they they competed really well, I would say, for the majority of that half. But yeah, it did feel like Gannon started to find some ways to get to the basket, get some easier shots, kind of exploit some more mismatches where they had them, and then started getting to the free throw line more. Pace Prosser having a tough game from the field, but what do the good scorers do when they're not having an off day? They get to the line. They drive hard. They draw fouls. And 7 of the 13 points that Pace Prosser has have come from the free throw line. He's just 3 of 10 overall. But then, there's things here and there that, there's a lot of guys that have to cover here. Like Mackenzie Morgan's getting left wider.
For now, we'll send it back to the studio. Kyler High standing by with your halftime scoreboard show in about 2 minutes after this commercial break. You're tuned into Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Welcome into the halftime show brought to you by Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery. Currently at half for some games, as your Shepherd game is right now. You have some of your PSAC scores, which I'll read to you real quick. And with basketball being a fast-scoring game, I'll try to get you the better updated scores compared to the one that's on the screen. As in California, they have 54 now, and Bloomsburg has 32, as California has the lead over that one. Edenboro has 34, Lockhaven 26, Slippery Rock 48, Mansfield 44, Clarion losing to Millersville 39-28. And then you have Seton Hill versus East Stroudsburg, as Seton Hill has the lead in that one. And then Westchester taking on Pittsburgh out of Johnstown. That game is 43-35 currently, as those are your PSAC scores currently. And now, to track over to football, since it is a Saturday, there are championship games being played. And speaking of championship games in West Virginia, Morgantown beat Martinsburg 28-21 to win the 4A state championship, as that was their first appearance in the state title game since 2005. Your AAA game is being taken on tonight, as Nitro takes on Princeton at 7 p.m. 2A, as that game just wrapped up, Frankfurt won the 2A championship versus Bluefield. 49-42 was the final score in that one, as it looked to be a fake quarterback kneel, and he threw a touchdown to win the game, 49-42. Wheeling Central beats Clay Battelle last night, 56-34 to win the single A championship. And that game had a lot of rushing yards, as there was over 1,000 in that game, which is a crazy amount. Now, on to some Division I scores. You had your Big 12 championship game wrap up between the women's and men's break. 34-7 as Texas Tech beats BYU. Western Michigan wins the MAC. Tulane wins the American Conference. Your local James Madison beats Troy to win the Sun Belt Conference, 31-14. Kennesaw State, the newbies in the FCS, wins the Conference USA Championship. And then Boise State wins the Mountain West Conference. And then at 6 p.m. here on the radio, for our radio station, WVU will be taking on Wake Forest, so you'll be able to tune into that on the radio station that we have for you. And that's about all that I have. I'll get you better updates on all of those scores at the post-game show, so stick around and don't leave me anywhere yet, and enjoy the second half of Shepherd Rams basketball. Almost said football. We're done that season. I'll see you then. This is Kyler. I'm Kyler High, WRNR TV 10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows. Whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back here, just about 3:40 left on the halftime clock as Gannon already out with a shoot around and Shepherd slowly making its way out to do the same. Let's get some first half stats brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call them today at 304-263-4343 or stop by, schedule an appointment at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. So far here for Shepherd, shooting 37.5% from the floor and 40% from three-point land. For Gannon, they are shooting 41% from the floor and 28.6% from beyond the arc. To keep that, though, into perspective here, both teams have only made 4 threes. 4 of 14 for Gannon, 4 of 10 for Shepherd. Leading the way so far here for the Rams is Marcus Banks and Lane Wardlaw with 9 points each. On the other side for Gannon, it is Pace Prosser with 13 points and Lucas Morgan with 11 points. And then just behind them with 8 is Lane Sarver. What are some other stats here, Dylan, that kind of stand out to you?
The biggest one is 9 turnovers to 1. Like, Shepherd has turned the ball over 9 times. Gannon has done it once. 9 turnovers is a lot of times to do it in just 20 minutes of a basketball game. So Gannon is creating a lot of more opportunities for themselves, and they are multiplying that, double that, with the fact that they're not giving Shepherd any of those opportunities the other way. So there's no transition opportunities for Shepherd, not nearly as many at least, and Gannon is creating a good bit of them for themselves. Now, a lot of those turnovers, they're not actually getting fast break points out of it. Gannon's only gotten 4 fast break points, the Shepherd's 2, but they do have 12 points off of turnovers versus Shepherd only having 1, and that's an 11-point difference, Colin, in an 11-point game.
That, and then a 12-point difference, points in the paint, 24-14.
That's been a big one too. Shepherd still
10-point difference. Sorry,
really not
bad at math.
Having a hard time getting into the paint and finding good shots. Part of that is, not having a center that is a big-time post threat. The guy that you can just throw the ball down low to and let him go to work. It's a lot of you kind of have to let those guards. You have to run a lot of pick and roll with the guards, try to let them get into the lane and make decisions from there. And the way that this Gannon team plays defense, it makes it hard. And some of these guys are on the younger side. Colby White's a true freshman. Elwin Wardlaw is a true sophomore. So Marcus Banks has had to really be that steady hand, or at least try to be. He has 2 turnovers. Brody Davis has 2. Wardlaw has 2. White has 1. And Hoffman has 1. So it hasn't really been just one guy turning the ball over. It's been a collective effort from Gannon to be able to make life difficult for the Shepherd offense. That's why they have 34 points at the half. But it is solid shooting, so it's not really the full court press that is getting the Shepherd at the very least. They've been breaking the press. Shepherd's usually, pretty much every year, good at breaking the press against any team that throws it at them. It's those turnovers in the half court because the offense is just a little limited.
Dylan, we might see which team has the deeper bench here. You got to keep an eye on fouls here throughout the rest of this one. A lot of fouls in that first half. 11 total for Gannon, 10 total for Shepherd. Colby White already with 3. Favor Kigwe already with 3. Brody Davis with 2. Marcus Banks with 1 on the other side for Gannon. It's Victor Desmond with 3. Lane Sarver and Pace Prosser with 2 each, along with Precious Idearu as well. So all those guys, if the way things went in the first half go the same in the second half, could very well get in foul trouble quickly. First shot attempt missed on the opening second half possession for Gannon. It's now Shepherd's turn. Try to cut into this 11-point lead that Gannon created late in that first half. Colby White for 3, and he leaves it short. Okigwe with the putback, no good. Grabs his own rebound. We'll just send it out now to Banks.
That's the smart play.
Banks calls for a screen. Now it goes away as he drives the lane and somehow gets that one to drop in. Gannon, though, with the numbers working quickly back down, and it's Desmond. Looked like at first it was all ball, but right after the fact there was contact made and a foul drawn against Colton Hartman.
If you just look on the season, first of all, you have the foul trouble that you're getting here with Okigwe, where he only played 8:47 in that 20 minutes of the first half, and 3 fouls on Colby White. You're already missing Dauda Traore, who plays 22 minutes a game as one of your, you probably call him a power forward.
Desmond makes the first free throw.
And when you look across, like Colton Hartman.
And the second.
Colton Hartman usually plays 11.7 minutes per game. Colton Hartman plays 11.7. Cole Hoffman plays 13.3. In that first half alone, Hartman played 10 minutes, and Cole Hoffman was 9 seconds away from playing 10 minutes. So they're on pace to both be at 20 minutes when they're usually closer to 10. And those are guys that they've really struggled to give much from the center position for the Rams so far this year.
Banks just gets it across midcourt before the 10-second violation. And that one goes right through the hands of Okigwe and out of bounds. Turnover. Gannon ball.
Gannon is focusing in on getting the ball out of the hands of these guards, and it's slowing down the Rams offense.
Desmond fighting. His shot doesn't go through, and Banks gets whacked by Prosser, and that is Prosser's third.
And speaking of it, Okigwe plays about 29 minutes a game this year. And for him to not even play 9 in that first half because of foul trouble, that has contributed as
low
Davis.
pass. Yeah.
You know, I guess that's not really on Davis. That's a bad pass. But that's another turnover.
Prosser slowly bringing it up the floor now, and will pick up the pace for Gannon. Good ball movement. Prosser, step back jumper, short, rebounded by White. White trapped, needs some help from Banks. Banks has the numbers now for Shepherd, but they're going to slow it down. Banks for White. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. White drives in. Layup rejected, out of bounds by Desmond. Victor Desmond, 6'7" senior from Wisconsin.
Desmond was a big part of that PSAC championship team last season. Pretty quiet comparatively in that first half, but coming out here playing early in the second.
White before the shot clock, puts it up. No good offensive rebound, though, by Okigwe, and he gets pulled down by Mackenzie Morgan. That'll be another foul on Mackenzie Morgan, his second.
That's why you need Okigwe out there. 8.5 rebounds a game from him. And nobody else on this team is a big-time board getter. There we go,
Hartman nearly looked like he was losing his footing and just puts that one up, and it's through.
When you're by far the biggest guy out on the court, you got to be able to take advantage of that, at least sometimes on offense.
Prosser has it poked away by Banks. Back the other way, and it's a dunk for Marcus Banks.
See if this can be a spark.
Lucas Morgan against Okigwe.
And that's a turnover turning defense into offense, something they didn't really do in the first half.
For Mackenzie Morgan, three-pointer, no good, rebounded by Prosser. Has it slapped out of his hands by Davis, but a putback is good, and I believe that was Mackenzie Morgan. It was. White gets nudged, and that's Mackenzie Morgan with another foul, so he picks up 2 quickly here, and that's his third overall.
Well, that helps.
And now you get that line shift. 4 come in, 4 come off for Gannon. The inbound lobs in, Banks on the ground, and has to just send it back to Okigwe. Not the best ball handler in the backcourt. Can White get it across? Just barely does. And wanted to kick it out for Davis, but it's deflected and stolen by Sakasi. Sakasi, quick transition, dishes it over to Wamsley, and he lays it in. Back up by 11 now is Gannon. Okigwe lobs it in for White. White bounce passing it down low for Hartman. Sizing up Idearu. Shot no good. Offensive rebound by Davis down low, and he dribbles it out from underneath the basket. Shepherd resets. Brody Davis. And a little physical there, no call, but we'll need to avoid a 5-second violation, and now we're going to get a jersey tug called against Idearu as he untucked the jersey of Colton Hartman there.
That's the second time that's happened to Hartman. I saw that happening earlier in the game.
It's 4 team fouls here for Gannon. Only 1 so far for Shepherd as we've hit the under 16 media timeout. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break with it. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
We welcome you back here. Second half brought to you by Power Beck, Matt Zurich Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today. Visit them online at lawpbm.com, as well as CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. They're proud to be the owners who just care more. Still, Shepherd trying to fight back from a 11-point deficit they find themselves in here against Gannon. Pass down low, Hartman working against Idearu. Shot off the back of the rim, no good, deflected around. Idearu has it. Now is off to the races, kicking it out though behind him for Callaway. Back to Idearu, shot too strong, no good. Offensive rebound and wide open down low is Wamsley, and he kisses it off the glass and in.
Both sides have
Banks
11.
got tripped up and loses the ball.
Both sides have 11 offensive rebounds in this game.
Wamsley, wide open bunny layup, no good, but another offensive rebound, and now it's out of bounds off Wardlaw. Get to your point here, Dylan.
But I was able to fit it in there as in between your talking. That both teams have 11 offensive rebounds so far in this game. Shepherd, here's a number that just stood out to me for the first time. We are 5 minutes into the second half, and Shepherd has 4 assists.
Inbound three-pointer, no good. Banks looking down the floor, has Wardlaw. Transition three, way too strong, and now it's Gannon back the other way. Sarver, coast to coast, layup, no good. Rebounded by Shepherd's Okigwe. Now he sees Wardlaw. Shepherd with the numbers. Davis wants it. Three, no good. He is cold here today.
That's only his 5th shot, only his 3rd three-pointer. I think he's the type of player that it's hard for him to be hot if he's not getting a ton of shot attempts, but Gannon hasn't let it happen.
Idearu left open, and he makes Shepherd pay for it. The largest lead now for Gannon tonight, 56-40.
Idearu shoots 40% from 3 so far this year. He's only shooting about 3 per game, but that's a solid clip for a guy who's the biggest guy on this team.
Wardlaw gets the inbound. Stuck in the backcourt, now gets trapped. Throws it to Okigwe. Needs to get it across. Doesn't realize it. Gannon was calling for the 10 seconds. I wasn't keeping count, but it was as close as it comes, it felt like.
It was about as close as you can get, yeah.
Wardlaw. Rejected by Desmond, but he's going to get called with too much contact on the follow-through of the block. That'll send Wardlaw back to the free throw line.
And I'll go back to referencing the fact that Shepherd only has 4 assists so far in this game. I think the Gannon defense is a big part of that. You can see that they've been switching pretty much every ball screen. It's kind of blown up a lot of the pick-and-roll opportunities for Shepherd to where these guys, Wardlaw, Banks, White, have to win one-on-one.
That is Desmond's 4th. So he's going to take a seat back on the bench, and Idearu, who just checked out not too long ago, has to come back in.
And the guards that I just mentioned there are guys that can win one-on-one, but it's hard to do it consistently. Even we see Pace Prosser hasn't been able to have an efficient game.
Both free throws made.
We'll see.
Callaway.
Marcus Banks is 5 for 10 from the field, though. He's had himself a nice game. Nobody else really has been able to get it going.
Sakasi gives it to Idearu, gives it right back. Down low, Idearu, though, has it go off his hands and right into the hands of Callaway. Spin cycle, kicking it out. Wide open 3 in the left corner, no good. but an offensive board for Sakasi. Sarver, Callaway wants to drive the baseline, goes with the spin cycle again. Layup no good again. And now we have a foul called on the floor. Now it looks like it's going to be against Gannon.
Yep.
And Sakasi gets called with the foul, and that is the 6th team foul of the half here for Gannon. Still only one for Shepherd.
Yeah, that's one way for Shepherd to get back into this, is getting the bonus really early.
White lobbing it up for Wardlaw down the court. Transition 3, Wardlaw leaves it short. Offensive rebound, though, by Kirk. And from behind, he has it taken away by Lucas Morgan. Back the other way he goes, and it goes off his foot. Out of bounds, Shepherd ball. Great hands by Colby White to swat that one free.
He missed the putback attempt, but you can see that offensive rebound is a reason that Xavier Kirk is getting minutes out here as a true freshman. We saw plenty at Hedgesville. He's a guy that can hustle, has great athleticism to go up and make plays like that.
Banks, down low, Okigwe. And one as he gets Idearu to go up before the shot. And that is his 4th foul as well. So now for Gannon, you have 2 players with 4 fouls, 2 others with 3 fouls.
And 2 of your bigger players, too. Like Wamsley, he's only played 7 minutes. He hasn't picked up a foul, but just the fact that he has only played those 7 minutes, that tells you that they want to play some of these other bigger guys out here. And the foul trouble is making that a little harder.
It's back to an 11-point Gannon lead. Idearu hands it off for Lucas Morgan. We'll give it over to Pace Prosser. Back now for Mackenzie Morgan. Over for his brother. Now it's Idearu battling with Okigwe, and it's a shot made and the foul.
That is a tough play to make. That's a great finish. They're leaving Idearu in with 4 fouls. And while we're looking at our stat sheet here, how about Brody Davis leading Shepherd with 9 rebounds right now?
Idearu makes the free throw. Now back up by 14 is Gannon. So Kigwe now has 4 fouls as well. White, 3-pointer too strong and bobbling it, though, trying to grab the board is Lane Sarver, and he lets it go out of bounds through his hands. And now we'll see Cole Hoffman check in for Okigwe because of him having 4 fouls.
Yeah, I don't think they can afford Okigwe to foul out and have a chance of coming back in this one. His rebounding is too important.
Inbound, though, mental lapse as Hoffman wasn't ready for it and turned around away from the ball. Turnover again for Shepherd. And now we get a foul called against Wardlaw.
You have to wonder what this team for Shepherd would look like if they had Cole Parr. Obviously, Chase Parr graduated after being a fantastic player for them last year. But Cole Parr was also a fantastic, role player off the bench. For them to have a guy that can kind of play backup center, shoot some threes. He probably would have started at center, but he's lost for the season, it seems like.
Shepherd now with the steal off a deflected pass, and Banks gets hit by Idearu, and he's out. That's his 5th.
Wow, that is early. 12 minutes left. That's the risk. That's why Okigwe was taken out.
So, Precious Idearu's day is finished here for Gannon. 8 points for him, 3 rebounds, a steal, but 5 fouls. And we will get the media timeout here at exactly 12 minutes. Let's take it with them. A 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with more here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. We have been challenged to sell 20 new and used vehicles each and every day for the rest of the year. This means you save thousands. Hagerstown Ford is the largest Ford store on the I-81 corridor, ranked among the top dealerships in the country in sales volume and customer satisfaction. If you are even thinking about buying a new car, now is the time. Visit HagerstownFord.com and choose your new ride, and we will bring it to you. You will sign all the documents from your phone and skip that awful finance process that consumes your entire day in the dealership. Let's recap. Hagerstown Ford must sell 20 vehicles a day. You will sign all the documents from your phone on your time. We will bring your new ride to you, and you're done. It's that easy. If you don't like it, return it. Our return policy is better than Walmart, and our buying experience is better than Amazon. And you save thousands. Hagerstown Ford is the #1 Ford store from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C., from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland. Now, we want to be the #1 Ford store in the nation.
Hagerstown Ford, right off Interstate 81, across from the Valley Mall.
Welcome you back inside the Butcher Athletic Center here for this men's basketball contest in the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference between Gannon and Shepherd. Gannon women's won earlier today. Gannon men's team trying to do the same, currently leading Shepherd by 14, but Banks at the line for Shepherd to shoot. And he makes the first. 18 fouls now for Gannon here at the 12-minute mark of the second half. Only 3 for Shepherd.
Marcus Banks is having himself a nice game, even though he just let the ball roll over his back as he was messing with his shoes when he got the ball thrown to him. Now 15 points as that one goes in. 6 rebounds and 2 steals as well.
Pace Prosser with it now against Banks. Handed over to Morgan, who drives the left side, and a reach-in foul is going to be called against Marcus Banks.
It's a good call. It's only his second, so he had some room to be a little more aggressive on defense.
Gannon trying to find somebody to inbound to, does so to Wamsley, and he fights it against Hoffman and wins the battle.
Wamsley has 9 points in 7 minutes. He's been effective off the bench, even though they haven't played him much.
Davis thought about the 3, instead gave it over for Banks here. At what point, if you're Shepherd, you turn the tempo up offensively? Trailing by 14 here. Fadeaway jumper around the rim and good by White.
I just don't think going really fast pace is their game. I think that would do more harm than good if they tried to really keep pressing too much.
And stepping on the line out of bounds was Lane Sarver. So unforced, unintentional turnover gives the ball to Shepherd. We see a substitution here. So Kigwe comes back in, and he'll have to be careful, as we've mentioned. 4 fouls on him for Shepherd. It's Davis lobs the inbound, and it's thrown through the legs. Now it's Okigwe, and he gets the basket. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah.
Going.
Sure is.
Sakasi battling with Wardlaw, trying to post up against him. Shot too strong. Grabs his own rebound, though, as nobody was boxing out.
How do you allow that to happen?
3-pointer no good. Another offensive rebound as the ball comes off the rim right to Pace Prosser. Lucas Morgan now against Davis. Shot no good. Davis has it go off his hands, and Wardlaw finally gets the rebound for Shepherd. Now it's White. Shepherd had the numbers, but White slows it down anyways. Okigwe left alone. We'll give it to Davis. Davis will hand it to Wardlaw. Calls for a screen from Okigwe here. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He pulls up for 3. Way off the mark. Prosser with the board. And he'll go coast to coast and puts the layup in. And now we get some extracurriculars here afterwards. A little push between Wardlaw and Wamsley as officials say enough of that, and immediately we'll nip that one in the butt before it can
get even more intense.
There's a lot of room to throw this ball all the way down the floor to Okigwe if they want.
Well, they'll give it to him now. And there you go, and the foul. We'll see who that's against here for Gannon.
Wamsley down the court clearly was sitting around half court looking over at Okigwe, who had his feet almost on the baseline.
It's happened a few times here. Shepherd just hasn't went with that baseball pass. I think Gannon kind of wants them to. But
that's what it seems like.
Free throw no good, but it's going to go out of bounds off Gannon.
That's better than making the free throw.
Wamsley really trying to say he got pushed. Doesn't get the call.
I didn't notice a push. Timeout Gannon.
Yep, timeout taken by Gannon. We'll take a 30-second break with him. Then be back with more here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and the PSAC Digital Network. Timeouts brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. 10-point lead right now for Gannon. They also have 9 team fouls. Shepherd only with 4. Shepherd has 3 timeouts left. Gannon only has 2 timeouts left here in the second half with 9:48 remaining on the clock.
And Precious Idearu being done for the day for Gannon is definitely a blow to them down low. They have to play a lot more of Wamsley, but Wamsley has contributed a lot of points while he's been in.
Inbound to Okigwe, guarded against by Callaway. Gets double team now in the paint, still puts the shot up, no good, gets his own rebound, second attempt no good, fighting for the ball's Banks, he gets it. Kicking it out to Davis, who swings it over for White, who thought about the 3, instead goes to Wardlaw, and he gets picked up here by Morgan. Now down low for Okigwe. In the paint. Basket. Falls through. Shepherd's cut it into single digits now.
That's where Gannon's missing Idearu. You can get Okigwe on somebody other than Wamsley.
Lucas Morgan, though, down low, gets that one against Wardlaw. Gannon with the full court press. Banks has it. Dribbling it coast to coast. Kicking it out for White from 3. No good. Shepherd has gone ice cold from 3-point land here as of late.
Tough day for the freshman. He's just 2 of 10.
Sakasi. Prosser, deep 3. No good. Banks tries to grab the rebound, but had an arm pinned back by Wamsley. That is called. Now we'll head to the other side for the double bonus the rest of the way for Shepherd. Shepherd, though, 4 of 18 from 3-point land. They haven't made a 3 this entire half. Granted, only 1 3-pointer made for Gannon so far in the second half. They are shooting only 5 of 21 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Shepherd 4 for 10 from downtown in the first half, and now they're 0 for 8 to open up the second half so far. But yeah, Gannon struggling from there as well. 1 of 7 in the second half, 5 of 21 overall.
Banks made the first, misses the second, but it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off Brody Davis. Might have got little tap there where you don't want to be tapped.
Yeah.
Pace Prosser with the ball. Almost had his pocket picked, but he goes down low, and now a foul as Wamsley missed the first, got his own board, went with a putback, and got taken out.
It was a great pocket pass from Prosser to set up that attempt at the rim. So Wamsley can have another shot. He has been a scoring machine while he's been in here. Again, still, he's only played 10 minutes, and he's at 9 points with 2 free throws right here.
That is Brody Davis's third foul as Wamsley makes the first. Back to a 10-point lead. And it'll stay there as he misses the second. Marcus Banks with it, bringing it down the floor. Nearly stepped out of bounds, now kicks it out to Wardlaw. And finally, Shepherd makes a three here in the second half. Baseline layup, good, and the foul, and Okigwe's day is done.
Are they saying he got into the landing zone of Prosser?
Must have.
I'd have to see the replay of that. I didn't like that call in real time.
Can see Banks trying to plead Okigwe's case as well. But he's going to head to the bench for the rest of this one.
And that is huge. Because, you're without Traore, now you're without Okigwe, and Colton Hartman steps up off the bench. I was just getting ready to make a point that it felt like with Adiru out of the game, I wasn't sure if we were going to see Hartman again or Hoffman, because Gannon using smaller lineups. Shepherd wants to keep their best lineup out there. Okigwe at center was working for them.
Prosser at the line for Gannon.
Prosser makes free throw. It's now a 69-59 lead for Gannon with 8 minutes to go in regulation. Wardlaw passing it over for Brody Davis. Will now give it over for Hartman. Back to Wardlaw, who's guarded by Desmond, who has 4 fouls as well. See if he attacks him here with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Step back jumper by Wardlaw. Doesn't bounce off the rim enough for Shepherd to get it. And now Brody Davis, I think, might get called with a foul. And if that is against him, that's his 4th.
And I will say, I look back at the replay of the 5th foul on Okigwe, and there was a bit of a bump that he gave to the backside of Prosser. I don't know. It's hard to really tell how much it affected Prosser, but it probably is enough for a foul. Didn't seem like it in real time, but.
And that was the 7th team foul. Sorry, Dylan. So instead of the inbound here like Gannon thought they were having, instead they're going to go to the line shooting a 1-and-1.
Normally, I would say, under no circumstances, do you have to hand it to Jake Long? But you did have to on that call.
Media timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break with them and then be right back here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
That's Cody's with a T for trust.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
Welcome back to the Butcher Athletic Center. Our second half is also brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's. Also brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers. They're representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. As Mackenzie Morgan will head to the free throw line now. Brody Davis has picked up his fourth foul. Free throw. No good. Tipped around, and the board grabbed by Colton Hartman.
It is a really small lineup here from Gannon. We'll see if Shepherd can take advantage of it.
Wardlaw guarded by Desmond. And he blows right by him and gets the easy layup.
Desmond in there kind of as the center. Gives more opportunities for guys like Wardlaw to get matched up on him.
Throws it out to Callaway. Out for Prosser, now weaving through, and going to get a foul called as it's going to go against Hartman. And the man you don't want at the free throw line will head back to the free throw line.
Yeah. The Gannon is going hard at getting to the line now, which they started doing at the end of the first half to their advantage.
And he missed one.
Hey.
I think that might be Prosser's first miss today. In fact,
right.
Check me on that, Dylan, from free throw line. It's Wardlaw with it. Trying to get by Desmond again, and he kisses it off the glass and in. It's a 6-point game.
Prosser 7 of 10 from the free throw line at the moment.
Thank you, Dylan. Now Banks guarding him. Desmond. Back for Prosser. Great pass and the foul. Desmond gets 2 and has the opportunity to get 3. Beautiful bounce pass there by Pace Prosser right in between Banks and Hartman for Desmond to get 2.
And when I said earlier that Shepherd, if Gannon was playing the smaller lineup, we'll see if Shepherd can take advantage of it. The reason that you might not be able to is that you do have the slower lineup at that point, and Hartman is just not quite able to keep up with Desmond there.
Free throw by Desmond is good.
According to the officials, kind of knocked Desmond across the head as he was going for the block.
So that was Hartman's third, so he takes a seat on the bench. Now Hoffman is in. Whistle blows. Timeout Shepherd. We'll take a 30-second break with them and be back here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. It's perfect for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's Local Market. Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. A perfect mix of white and dark meat for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's Local Market.
Welcome back here out of the timeout. Shepherd trails Gannon by 9 with just under 6.5 minutes remaining in this second half. Shepherd trying to snap a 3-game losing streak after starting 3-0. Now on the floor out of the timeout, you have Davis, Banks, Kirk, Wardlaw, as well as White for Shepherd. For Gannon, it's Callaway, Morgan, Sakasi, Prosser, and lastly, Sarver. And we get a 3 from the left corner by Wardlaw. And it's back to a 6-point game.
3-point shooting, if you can get it going late in the game, might be able to turn this around.
Great pass by Callaway as at the left block wide open was Lucas Morgan.
Shepherd now, though, is just so small inside, giving Gannon chances to score in there.
Wardlaw back with it. motion the offense. Gets a screen here by Davis, who flashes through, doesn't give it to him. Instead, Wardlaw keeps it, and his layup is good, and Wardlaw starting to heat up here.
You see neither side playing a traditional big man right now. It's pretty much a 5-guard lineup on both sides. Xavier Kirk in right now for the Rams.
Sakasi in the lane, dishing it down low, and again right there waiting for it is Lucas Morgan.
We've talked before about how Lucas Morgan can take advantage of the smaller guys down low, and he sure has here today.
Banks with it in the paint. Shot is good.
So things are really going to open up for these guards now. The tallest player out there for Gannon is Lucas Sarver at 6'6".
Morgan drives through, and we're going to get a foul called, but it was on the floor, so the basket does not count. And that is Brody Davis with his 5th foul. He's out.
So now you have this official getting yelled at by both sides because Namlik doesn't think it was a foul at all, and
Namlik wants a timeout,
and Bozzoli wants the continuation.
So we'll step aside, take a 30-second break here, and then be back once again with more after this.
Free money you can't lose. Download the Casino Kings app today.
Prohibited word voice. Must claim to be 21 or older. Free money is not cash. Won't cannot be withdrawn. This obtains free money or unrestricted and strict markets on offer. Must be claimed by the end of this paragraph. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You've probably heard that sped up disclaimer at the end of sportsbook ads. The ones that say,
call 1-800-GAMBLER.
But can they really help you stop gambling? Yes. They've helped thousands of people here in West Virginia stop gambling and take back their lives. They provide guidance and resources, including financial counseling and even free software to block gambling sites. So talk to someone who will take the time to listen. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We welcome you back here as Tristan Cook will check in now as Brody Davis, the second Shepherd Ram to foul out of this ball game, and the 3rd player in total. Now, I was jokingly saying at the break, at the 12-minute mark, who would have thought that Shepherd has had more guys that will foul out of the game than Gannon? Gannon was the team in foul trouble.
Yeah. The Idiru fouled out with 12 minutes left, and Desmond's at 4, and everybody else, nothing really. Gannon has done a better job of, making sure that they keep Shepherd off the free throw line.
With that foul from Brody Davis, which is why he's fouled out now, at the free throw line is Lucas Morgan. Solid day for him so far for Gannon. Free throw is good. That makes it a 7-point Gannon lead. Second free throw up, and that is good as well. And now you'll have Desmond and Prosser check back in for Gannon as they now lead by 8 with 4:44 left in this second half.
Shepherd has been making a good bit of this run here with Prosser on the bench.
Now we're going to get a big down low.
Muhammad Baylor Berry.
Yep.
Freshman, 6'6", 197 from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Wardlaw with it, guarded by Morgan. Bring it across midcourt. Wants Kirk to go down low for him. Wardlaw, heat check. Ooh. Three-pointer no good.
It was a good look.
Callaway, Pace Prosser, finding a wide open Mackenzie Morgan. He leaves the 3 short though, but an offensive rebound for Pace Prosser. And now a steal. Baylor Berry has it. Shepherd trying to go back the other way, and getting tripped up is Marcus Banks, and that's Desmond. That's his 5th. He's out. He's got to be careful that he doesn't carry and get a tech with him as he takes a seat on the bench.
And now look at this. As soon as Desmond fouled out, Hartman jumps up off the bench to check in for Baylor Berry. So you can tell Coach Namlin feels a lot better about putting a more traditional center out there now without Desmond in the game.
Sakasi will check in for him. He's the tallest one out there for Gannon now, standing at 6'6". Free throw is good.
Hartman's going to have 5 inches on him and 70 pounds.
See if Shepherd feeds him the rest of the way, then trying to fight back here. Back to a 6-point game with 4 minutes to go here in the second half. Morgan to Morgan. Driving the baseline, Lucas Morgan, and he's going to get fouled now by Hartman. It's Lucas Morgan just too quick there.
Yep. And it took one possession of Hartman guarding Morgan for Namlick to see enough and put Baylor Berry back at the scorer's table.
Under 4 media timeout here. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break and then be back with more here on TV 10 at WRNR TV on YouTube.
Free money you can't lose. Download the Casino Kings app today.
Prohibited word void. Must claim to be 21 or older. Free money is not cash. Won't cannot be withdrawn. This is 3 money or unrestricted strict markets on authorized claim by the NCAA. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You've probably heard that sped up disclaimer at the end of sportsbook ads. The ones that say,
call 1-800-GAMBLER.
But can they really help you stop gambling? Yes. They've helped thousands of people here in West Virginia stop gambling and take back their lives. They provide guidance and resources, including financial counseling and even free software to block gambling sites. So talk to someone who will take the time to listen. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures, including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
We welcome you back here. 3:57 left in this second half. Shepherd trying to come back here against Gannon. 78-72 the score. Gannon, though, more free throws incoming here for Lucas Morgan after that fourth foul picked up for Colton Hartman, which sends Muhammad Baylor Berry back out onto the floor. Free throw up and good. You have 2 freshmen on the floor right now for Shepherd.
Yeah, here comes Tristan Cook actually to check in for Baylor Berry. Namelick changed
Make
his
it
mind. Namelick changed his mind. We're going Xavier Kirk as the bigger body for this rebound potential. Both made anyway. You have to give credit to Shepherd no matter what here, because this is a really good Gannon team that won the conference last year, and you're giving them a great fight.
Wardlaw here against Mackenzie Morgan, now switched off with Lucas Morgan. A shot no good. Board grabbed by Sakasi. Gave a little nudge to Kirk, but no call. Lucas Morgan kicking it out. Callaway, pace crosser, down low for Sakasi. Finds Callaway driving in the paint. Basket is good. It's back up to a 10-point lead here for Gannon. This is where the Golden Knights pulled away in the first half. Can they hold on and do the same here in the second half? Wardlaw calling White over. Gives it to him. White just in front of the elbow. Is stuck. Will now have to throw it over for Banks. And Banks from behind will be fouled to send him to the free throw line, as that is Callaway called with the foul.
The veteran move from Banks, putting his defender in jail as soon as he could. That turns into a pretty immediate foul, and Banks gets to the line.
It's only Callaway's first, but now everybody that has played for Gannon has had a foul. Banks makes the free throw on the front end.
I have a hard time seeing either side get enough stops for the rest of these 3 minutes for Shepherd to come back into this and come back. But we'll see if somebody can step up on defense.
Second free throw good as well. It's Sakasi. Mackenzie Morgan back for Sakasi. Guarded by White. They give it to Pace Prosser now. Kicking it out. Mackenzie Morgan for three. Too strong, but an offensive rebound by Callaway as he goes right past Tristan Cook. That looked like you were finally going to get that stop, Dylan.
Callaway is incredibly quick. Cook just lost him. You gotta do better boxing out. But these are all guards out here trying to rebound like centers.
Marcus Banks trying to cook Prosser. Gets stuck now. We'll kick it out for Wardlaw for three. Too strong. And the rebound now by Sakasi. And now Cook's going to get called with a reach-in foul.
You know, true freshman, him being sat down next to Rudolph next to the bench on the bench, and Rudolph was giving him pointers.
Banks wanted to drive in, and now his pocket is picked by Lucas Sakasi. And another foul against Shepherd. Will send Gannon right back to the free throw line.
Gannon just has too much juice in these guards that they have out here. Morgan and Morgan are over here are clamping things down along with Prosser.
I thought you were going to say fighting crime.
I was trying to find the law, the law analogy in there.
That should be their nickname.
The law firm,
just the law. Morgan and Morgan.
Ben Jarvis Green Ellis already has the law firm.
Wow.
Copyrighted, I would hope.
Lead back out to 13 here. Gannon pretty much feels like they have this one, unless Shepherd can pull off a miracle. Banks kicking it out. Kirk, wide open three, knocks it down, makes it back to a 10-point game. When did the fouls start coming, though? And who do you foul?
I think you try to get one more stop here on this possession before you start playing the foul game. Gannon's going to let him, too.
Prosser, guarded by Banks, now goes over for Sakasi. Sakasi down low for Lucas Morgan, guarded by Rudolph. He likes the matchup, and he's going to get fouled. Rudolph trying to say no way. He's the one that got hooked. And instead, it is Lucas Morgan going back to the free throw line again here tonight for Gannon.
I didn't see the foul, but it was on the backside from us, so even if it, whether or not it happened, probably wouldn't have seen it either way.
Free throw up and good by Morgan. He is now 6 for 6 from the free throw line, so clearly everybody wants him to miss. If he's 6 of 6. 7 to 7.
For a second, I thought you were trying to look for free Chick-fil-A, Colin. I was no, that's the Wizards game.
It's a lot of places.
True.
Yeah. So we get a foul now, and Shepherd will head to the free throw line. Banks will slowly make his way there. Looked like he might have got whacked in the face. I'll give him some time to be able to see straight here from the free throw line.
You know what, Colin? I'm glad that Giannis Antetokounmpo admitted that he has missed free throws on purpose in the fourth quarter to get people free chicken or free whatever, depending on the game. I don't think NBA players should be shamed for that. Give the people what they want,
Especially if you're staying in town. Why not?
Yeah.
Miss, if you're up, there you go. You just got yourself dinner.
Yeah.
Second one, good as well. But it's a 10-point game with under a minute left. Wardlaw looked like wanted to foul Sakasi, but didn't get the call. And you don't want to foul Pace Prosser. Probably don't want to foul Lucas Morgan either. So I don't think we're going to see any fouls here.
I think if you don't do the foul in the first 5-ish seconds of the possession, you might as well just play it out.
Prosser, three-pointer no good, but another offensive rebound. Callaway.
Story of the game.
Yeah. He's just too quick down there and just finds the spot and finds the ball. 91-79 now our score. Banks trying to see which way he wants to go for the screen, taking up a lot of time here. And he dribbles it off his leg. It goes out of bounds. Turnover, Gannon ball. And that's going to be your ball game. Gannon's able to dribble it out here with 10 seconds left. And will come out of the Butcher Athletic Center yet again with another victory over the Shepherd Rams, as the losing streak for Shepherd now sits at 4 straight. 91-79, your final score for this one. Step aside, take a 2-minute break, and on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have our post-game show here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and the PSAC Digital Network.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee-owned. That makes us neighbors. And good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Welcome back here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and the PSAC Digital Network. Post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge, located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, offering a full lunch and dinner menu along with daily specials in a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Go ahead, check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Final score from this men's contest: Gannon 91, Shepherd 79. Gannon, big difference at final few minutes of half numero uno, Dylan, where they were able to pull out to the 11-point lead, and then they didn't look back the rest of the way. Second half, it was 46-45. Shepherd was able to keep it close in the second half, but that middle eight, as we said, a big difference. And Gannon hangs on to get the win to improve to 9-1. Shepherd falls to 3-4, and have now lost their past 4 straight.
Yeah, I mean, today you can't fault them for losing. You can fault them for some of the things that they were doing, some of the weaknesses that they have as a team, the rebounding. Clearly there at the end, especially all the offensive rebounds they were giving up without Okigwe, with him fouled out. The three-point shooting was not there. The turnover differential was just brutal, 17-6. And once guys like Okigwe fouled out, Lucas Morgan, he's kind of, his whole thing is being able to find those matchups against guys that are basically his size, but he has a really good post game inside, and he can go in the paint and score. He ends up with 25 points. And outside of that, it's a pretty solid team effort. Pace Prosser held in check other than getting to the free throw line. And Adiaru did really well for them while he was still in before he fouled out as well. And you can see the potential for a lot of these Shepherd players, the guards in particular. But there's just a lack of size. The size they do have has a lack of agility. It kind of makes it hard to figure out what's your best lineup at times. Or at the very least, you always have a lineup up there that has some sort of hole that needs plugged up. So against a team like Gannon, which is a great team, they're going to find ways to exploit it and eventually get the win, even if it's not, in dominant fashion.
Let's get our post-game stats now, brought to you by the personal injury attorneys, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball for Shepherd today. 11 points from Favor Okigwe. 6 points from Colton Hartman. Marcus Banks with 24 points. Brody Davis with only 4 points. Colby White only with 5 points. Hawaiian Wardlaw with 23 points, and rounding out the scoring for Shepherd was Xavier Kirk with 6 points. On the other side for Gannon, you had Carter Wamsley with 12 points, Jaden Calloway with 4 points, Precious Idearu with 8 points, Lucas Akasi with 7 points, Lucas Morgan with 25 points, Pace Prosser with 15, Lane Sarver with 8 points, Mackenzie Morgan with 5 points, and Victor Desmond with 7 points. Leading the way in the rebound category for Gannon, it was Pace Prosser with 8, but ahead of him with 9 was Lucas Sikasi. On the other side for Shepherd, your leading rebounder was Brody Davis with 9, and then Marcus Banks and Favor Okigwe with 8 rebounds each. 45 total rebounds for Gannon, 43 for Shepherd. Shepherd finishes the game shooting 27 of 64, making it 42.2%. From three-point land, 7 of 24, 29.2%. Free throws, 18 of 24 made for Shepherd, 75% for that. For Gannon, was a 41.9% shooting day, 31 of 74 shots. Three-pointers, only made 5 of 24, but free throws, 24 of 36. The big difference, turnovers. Shepherd, 17 turnovers. Gannon with only 6 points off turnovers, though. Only 16 for Gannon off those 17. And Shepherd, 12 points off the 6. Points in the paint, 50-38 in favor of Gannon's. Second chance points, 17-14 in favor of Gannon. Fast break points, 14-13 in favor of Shepherd. Bench points, 31-29 in favor of Gannon. Anything else stand out to you, Dylan? If not, we'll wrap things up with our player of the game.
I think you covered it pretty well. We can get into player of the game.
Let's do it. Player of the game brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
I think it's got to be Lucas Morgan, by far the leading scorer for Gannon here today. 9 of 12 from the floor, 7 of 7 from the free throw line, 25 points in the end for him. Added in 4 rebounds as well, plus 7 for the game in terms of plus minus.
That'll wrap things up for us here, as the next time we will be back, I believe, is January 7th. I'll have to double check that. It's either Lockhaven or it's January 17th against Mansfield, either or. So we'll figure that one out for you and let you know later on. Tune into the Sports Mix this week here on Talk Radio WRNR, as well as TV10 and our TV10 Facebook page. But for Kyler High, back at the studio, our camera crew today, Tyler Strine and Ethan Elliott, alongside me, Dylan Bishop. I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off. Again, your final score, 91-79. Gannon gets the win over Shepherd. This has been Shepherd Rams basketball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and the PSAC Digital Network. Have a great rest of your night.
PSAC and Matsurif Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Free money you can't lose. Download the Casino Kings app today.
Prohibited where void. Must claim to be 21 or older. Free money is not cash. Will cannot be withdrawn. Visit today's free money or unrestricted market law. Must be claimed by the end of this Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You've probably heard that sped up disclaimer at the end of sportsbook ads. The ones that say,
Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
But can they really help you stop gambling? Yes. They've helped thousands of people here in West Virginia stop gambling and take back their lives. They provide guidance and resources, including financial counseling and even free software to block gambling sites. So talk to someone who will take the time to listen. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome into the halftime show brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better by getting a hot tub, swimming pool, sauna, swim spa, or cold plunges. With locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and in Hagerstown, all of your PSAC games have gone final, as I'm about to show you here. California, PA, beating Bloomsburg. Slippery Rock beating Mansfield. Edinburgh beating Lockhaven, Clarion losing to Millersville, Seton Hill winning over East Stroudsburg in overtime, and then Pittsburgh, Johnstown losing to Westchester. Apologies on there. WVU basketball. That game starts at 6 tonight. You should be able to hear that on the radio. And to get to some football scores, that is as it is championship weekend. You only have one game currently that I haven't touched up on, and that's Georgia-Alabama. That game is in the second quarter, about to go to halftime. 14-0 is your score in that one. And number 2, Indiana takes on number 1, Ohio State for the battle of the Big Ten Championship. And then also at 8 p.m., you have Duke versus number 17, Virginia. That battle is for the ACC Championship. And then as for football championships is concerned, you have the only one last West Virginia High School State Championship game, and that's the 3A game where Nitro takes on Princeton tonight at 7 p.m. And then after that game, all of your champions from 1 to 4A will be crowned. That is all I have for you as a score report and update as of now. Everybody have a great night, and as you heard Colin, tune in Monday, and you'll get more score updates on multiple other games. And that is all I have for you. Have a great night. I'm Kyler Hyde, WRNR TV 10.
This has been Shepherd Rams basketball on WRNR TV and the PSAC Digital Network.
Paul with the lob to favor Okigwa. Kicks it out to Turner. Open three is good. Shepherd takes the lead.
We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast and tune in next time. All rights reserved.